Let's rewind to 2010, a year that would prove to be incredibly significant in the story of Taylor Swift. It was a turning point for Taylor Swift, a moment where the young artist began to truly take control of her narrative. She was already a star, celebrated for her songwriting and undeniable talent. But this year, she was ready to shed old skins and step into a new era, to take charge and redefine herself, not just as an artist, but as a woman in the industry. No longer just the country sweetheart, the girl next door. Taylor was stepping into the spotlight, ready to show the world what she was truly capable of. With new confidence, a newfound sense of self, and a burning desire to create. The world watched, with bated breath, as she moved past the VMA drama, an incident that could have easily derailed a lesser artist, and proved she could handle the pressure, the scrutiny, and the relentless spotlight. Instead of shrinking, she got bolder, more outspoken, and more determined than ever. Writing with more honesty, vulnerability, and raw emotion, and ambition than ever, pushing the boundaries of her music and her image. Every performance, a chance to connect with her fans on a deeper level. Every song, a chapter in her life shared with the world, was scrutinized, analyzed, and dissected by the media and the public alike. But Taylor leaned in, embracing the challenge and using it as fuel for her creativity. Her fearless tour sold out arenas, a testament to her growing popularity and the devotion of her fan base. And she took home Album of the Year, a prestigious award that solidified her place in music history. At the Grammys, a moment of triumph and validation. But even with all that success, the awards, the accolades, and the sold-out shows, you could sense she was just getting started, that the best was yet to come. 2010 was her moment, a pivotal year that set the stage for everything that followed, to close one chapter filled with youthful dreams and country roots, and open another, one that would see her evolve into a global icon. Bigger, braver, and more authentic, embracing her true self and her unique voice. Taylor was ready to tell her own story, on her own terms, without compromise. Her way, a path paved with passion, perseverance, and unwavering self-belief. The energy around her was electric, palpable, and infectious. She was no longer just a rising star, a promising newcomer. She was a force, a supernova, a cultural phenomenon in the making. And everyone was watching, eager to witness the next chapter unfold. To see what she'd do next, how she would continue to redefine the music industry and inspire millions around the world. As 2010 unfolded, anticipation was building. The music world was waiting, wondering what Taylor Swift would do next. The answer arrived in the form of Speak Now. What made this album so special? Taylor wrote every single song herself. No co-writers, just her voice, her stories, and her perspective. It was a bold move, showcasing her confidence in her own abilities. It was her direct answer to critics who questioned her songwriting prowess, a deeply personal collection, her diary set to music. Tracks like Mine, with its themes of hope and commitment, the apologetic Back to December, and the heart-wrenching Dear John were undeniably raw, brutally honest, and deeply, profoundly personal. She wasn't afraid to be specific in her storytelling, to show her scars, her vulnerabilities, and ultimately, her strength. Speak Now wasn't confined to just country. It boldly blended elements of pop and rock, creating a unique soundscape, subtly hinting at the global superstar she was destined to become. The album served as a bridge, a transition, connecting her established country roots with the shimmering possibilities of her pop future. Released in October of 2010, it achieved phenomenal success, selling over 1 million copies in its very first week on sale. Fans connected with the music on a deep level, feeling like she was speaking directly and intimately to them. Critics widely praised her ambition, her artistry, and above all, her exceptional songwriting. Speak Now was more than just an album. It was her powerful declaration of independence, both personally and professionally, solidifying her position in the industry. It definitively proved she was far more than just another fleeting teen sensation. Taylor Swift was, first and foremost, a gifted songwriter, a compelling storyteller, weaving narratives that resonated with millions, and a creative force to be reckoned with in the music industry. This album irrevocably changed everything for her. She was undoubtedly here to stay, and her influence would only continue to grow. 2010 marked a significant turning point. It brought a new Taylor into the spotlight. This transformation wasn't just superficial. It was evident inside and out, reflecting a deeper change. Her style evolved dramatically, showcasing a newfound sense of sophistication and confidence. Sleeker hair, a departure from her earlier curls, became a signature. Her fashion choices became more sophisticated, reflecting a growing maturity and a keen eye for style. And on stage, she exuded a commanding presence, captivating audiences with her energy and charisma. The Speak Now tour was theatrical, a true spectacle for fans. It featured elaborate sets, creating immersive and unforgettable experiences. Each performance was a storytelling journey, drawing the audience into the heart of her songs. She wasn't just singing notes, she was captivating entire stadiums, holding them spellbound with her artistry. Her music videos grew up too, becoming more ambitious and cinematic. Mine was practically a mini-movie, a complete narrative brought to life. Mean was a clever clapback, a powerful statement against bullying. Taylor used her platform, now larger than ever, to inspire resilience and confidence in her fans, spreading a message of empowerment. She shifted from being seen as a victim in the media's narrative to a hero of her own story, taking control of her public image. This transformation was intentional, a carefully crafted evolution. She was in control, steering her career with purpose. She took charge of her image and narrative in media interviews and public appearances. The girl with the guitar was still there at her core, but now she was a confident young woman ready to take on the world. Taylor was defining herself on her own terms, not letting anyone else dictate her path or her story for her. Her evolution matched, step by step, the maturity of her music, reflecting her personal growth. She was ready for the world stage, confident and prepared, and the world was ready for her, embracing her talent and artistry. It was a smart, powerful move, solidifying her place as a global icon. Fans loved the new Taylor. They felt like they were growing up with her. The honesty of Speak Now made their bond even stronger. They defended her fiercely, focusing on the emotion and story, not the gossip. Critics praised her songwriting and ambition. She earned respect as a serious artist, not just a teen star. But the media obsessed over her personal life, analyzing every lyric. Some criticized her for writing about exes, trying to box her in. Taylor faced both celebration and scrutiny. She was on top of the world, but also under a microscope. Through it all, she let her music speak for her. Her fans understood her, and that was what mattered most. The cheers were louder than the questions. She proved young women's stories belonged on the world stage. As 2010 ended, Taylor wasn't just closing a year, she was closing a chapter. She'd faced critics taking control and redefined herself. Speak Now's success gave her freedom to experiment, paving the way for Red, and 1989. 2010 was the pivot point, the foundation for everything that followed her legacy from that year. Ownership of her story, her art, her voice. She taught fans to be vulnerable and unapologetically themselves. Saying goodbye to 2010 wasn't an ending, it was a bold new beginning. A star became a supernova, and we've been watching her shine ever since. Let's give a nod to 2010, a year of growth, change, and unforgettable music. What a year. What an artist.